All right, y'all know what it is. It's your boy right back at you. We got Shannon Sharpe. Stephen A. Smith has responded, as well as Ryan Clark speaks on the whole Shannon Sharpe situation. We're going to break that down, see if they really got their back, if they really keeping it 100, all right? Right now, Stephen A. Smith, he was pretty much doesn't believe it, but didn't sound like he was I'm right behind him 100%, nothing like that, because y'all know Stephen A. ain't playing them games. Stephen A. ain't trying to lose his job. Y'all know that. He done told y'all from the beginning, he is a company man. It ain't nothing wrong with that, because he lets you know that's what he is. He's a company man. Now, my question is this. Is Shannon Sharpe finished? Because ain't no way I see him coming back to be a part of First Take or any take on ESPN's desk with all these allegations he got swirling around, because I'm sure it's an uncomfortable environment in that building right now when he was in that building with those allegations going on with all them women in the workplace. But y'all keep it locked right here. We're going to take a deep dive into these new allegations, as well as put a little bit of comic view spin on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how your boy do over here, all right? So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. The Straight Shooter podcast on Maschine Mafia TV.
F around and find out.
Let's go. All right, baby, y'all know the vibes, man. Welcome back. It's your host, Swift Dollars, a.k.a. 16 Pad Killer, and you tuned in to Straight Shooter podcast on Maschine Mafia TV. And this is a safe place for unbiased opinions based on facts, where we give it to you straight with no chaser, all right? Hit that subscribe button, smash up the likes, and click that notification bell so you stay in the loop each and every time we drop one of these videos, all right? So, now, like I said, we got Unc Shay. You know what I'm saying? That's the best picture I could find, but so be it. He get on TV like that, y'all know what it is. So right now we got Uncle Shay. He in the court of public opinion blender. I'm talking about they getting at him something real, man. Cause all these charges he got flying, he says it's a witch hunt. He says it's a money grab. But you know, on one of my previous videos, I ain't gonna play it again because that was too graphic. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking real reckless when he had the shorty up in the room. Now, my personal opinion is like, yo, Unc ain't got no business dealing with no 19-year-old chick. Yeah, she's grown. She's legal. Is it against the law? Absolutely not. But, bruh, come on. You got to...
Use your common sense.
You an old-ass man. You ain't got no bit. I mean, like, come on. You supposed to be at the Shriners now or something like that. You ain't supposed to be falling in love with OnlyFans chicks, letting them run you in the ground. You actually, and you a football player, so I know you gonna understand this terminology, Unc. You gotta come to the front of the pulpit now. I'm sorry.
Don't ask. I said don't ask. I said don't ask. No questions.
But anyway, Unc, I need you to come to the front of the pulpit. You fumbled $100 million bag. Now you just about to be like the rest of us, just a YouTube blogger. But right now, you're going to take a hit, and you're going to have to get real humble to get back into that game. And that's the sad part, man. You done been down this road before. I think when you was with CBS, I think Unc got jammed up in something back then. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comments if y'all remember or y'all know what it was. I know he had something going on back then, you know. Bounced back, got on first take with Skip or whatever. I mean, whatever it was. Undisputed with Skip. Had a great run, built his media image back up. And look, he was right on the cusp of getting there. And Lord have mercy. Here come this. Well, not even him just yet. He was on the cusp of getting there. And then he ran into the big bad wolf, Tony Busby. Now, if you don't know who Tony Busby is the baddest, meanest man on the planet when it comes to them lawsuits.
You're going,
Yes.
absolutely.
You feel me? So, you know, Sharpe got these accusers coming at him, and when that name Shannon Sharpe came up, you know what I'm saying, here come Tony Busby now. You know what I'm saying? He got straight there, a skedaddle away. So, you know, he done pulled up to hold it down for the female in this case, Gabby. That's the one Sharpe was on the phone with talking about he was going to choke her out. So now, let's get up to speed a little bit with this case, man. We're going to get a little sidebar with law and crime real quick, get us up to speed a little bit, and I'm going to break it down.
Because now I want to go to Stephen A. Smith. We talked about Stephen A. Smith. This is Shannon Sharpe's co-host on First Take. We talked about him in a previous sidebar, but there is a lot more comments that he made, and I want to get into it. So this was on Smith's YouTube show, and he said the following. Do I believe that Shannon Sharpe is guilty of what he's been accused of? Absolutely not. That's my personal opinion. The brother that I've come to know, I don't believe would assault or rape anybody, and I'm going to state that emphatically. But just as emphatically, I'm going to remind everybody it is my opinion because of what I feel about him, and not in any way imply that I know a damn thing beyond that because I don't know. I'll always be here for him if he needs me. Just the same way I said that about Skip Bayless when he departed from Fox. Just the same way that I would say about any of my friends. That's what friends do, even in the toughest of times. Sometimes, especially the toughest of times. They ain't telling you you're right all the time, and hell, sometimes they may not stop you from falling into that abyss, but they're there to lift you up when nobody else will. He added, when the news came down that he and ESPN had mutually agreed that he would need to come off the airwaves of ESPN, it was a blow. A blow to the show, a blow to me personally, because I'm going to miss him. But it was not a surprise. I've been at Disney since October of 2003. I know this place. I know the worldwide leader that is ESPN.
Now, that right there let you know Stephen A. I'm gonna give Stephen A. the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say Stephen A. told him, yo, bro, they gonna let you go, man. They gonna let you go, bro. Now you just now, and this the thing that people keep forgetting now. You know what I'm saying? This is what people keep forgetting now. Shay, you just dropped that tape a few months back where you were screaming, oh, Shelly, that's my Shelly. Now, it ain't no coincidence that this other woman's name is Michelle. So was this just Shelly everybody was trying to find out about? You know, y'all put it in the comments if y'all know, because I don't know. But we had the great Ryan Clark. He spoke on this situation too. We're going to get into that in a minute, you know, and I think he spoke very eloquently on the situation where he didn't thrash him and he didn't kick him while he was down. But he did let it be known where he stand on the matter, and I respect that, you know. But like I said, man, this whole thing is just a classic situation where they will bring you down and humble you if you don't know how to play the game. You got anytime you start playing with that kind of money, you're no way in hell is they gonna let you control everything yourself.
Get mad at me if you want
This
to.
ain't gonna work that way. And then right then and there, when you're about to get to that next level, here come more devils. You know? And Unc out here roided up and blue chewed up, and he fell for the bait. You know what I'm saying? So
Too bad.
I really,
Time for somebody to say it.
I hate it, but you know, it's sad. I hate to see, you know, like I said, I'm not racist. I'm just pro-black. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all get that straight. But at the same time, I just want to say this. I hate to see brothers climb so far up or do so much to get ahead, especially in this field. This game ain't easy. It don't matter how much equipment you got or what you got. You got to have drive, determination, will. You got to want to get it done. So for somebody to do all that, you see his hustle in front of the camera, but now we hear all these allegations about him off camera. You know what I'm saying? It really makes you look at him a different way. Now, let's be for real. How many people y'all think is still, all them offers is off the table? All of it. Then you look bad when you admitted to offering the 10 mil. So I guess you was thinking, hell, I'm about to get 100 mil. We'll give her 10 mil to keep her quiet. And that was that. But nah, it didn't fold out like that. Now all them deals is off the table. So you're going to have to spend bread to prove your innocence. And we just getting started. Who's to say it ain't nothing? Like some of them stories where you talking about you had the shotgun pulled out on you and you had this chick and that chick, them stories you was telling, who's to say if they don't come out and say, and try to flip the story and say it was something else? I'm just thinking of all these crazy kind of possibilities. Hell, if you got Tony Busby on the hunt, y'all better be expecting of anything, you understand? So don't get it twisted. Now let's get into this Ryan Clark snippet real quick.
To whom much is given, much is required, right? And once you reached a certain stature, it's like the old folks always used to tell you, boy, don't let that money go to your head, right? And now, a lot of times people just are who they are. And you're looking at Shannon, his brand has never really been anything that said he might not be into some of the things that we're learning, right? You could go back to the IG Live, or you could listen to some of the things that he promotes as sponsors of his show, or just certain ways he talks about women during nightcap or whatever it is, right? Like, Unc ain't never hid that. And that's not illegal, though, right? And like I say, people are gonna feel how they feel about the age gap and what that means to them, right? My preference isn't that. If I have, and I do have a 20-year-old daughter, my preference for her, my advice to her, the things that I will and will not be comfortable with for her aren't that, right? I wouldn't be comfortable with my daughter who is 20 dating someone his age.
Mine
but that's
22.
also not illegal. When you start getting tied into some of the things he is being charged with, accused with, or has allegedly done, no man wants to be associated with those things that's not his intent and that's not his heart. And so my biggest thing for him is, if these aren't actions that are of him, I hope that he's cleared of them. Right. And then for the young lady, if these are things that has happened to her, you hope that she's able to process that and in some way feel like she has been not only compensated, but that she has sought and found the justice that she's looking for. But it's like you said, period. It's just a bad look. Whether it's the text messages, whether it's the voice messages, whatever it is, it's a bad look. And it's a testimony for these young men who are getting their name called tonight to keep your nose clean, watch your front, watch your back, and surround you with people who truly support you. That's your family, that's your friends, that's the woman or significant other you choose. Because those people, a lot of times, will bring you down more than you'll bring yourself down. And I think that's what we're kind of witnessing here. A man who's at the height, talking about getting a $100 million deal, and now you're dealing with this. It's about making, bro.
That's what it is.
Hey, couldn't have said it no better than RC. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give RC a round of applause for making sure that he said it like he said it, because basically what he was saying is, yo, this is just all about decision making. And right now, old Unc been wilding on the decision making. Like, you know, hey, I got to agree with Monique. Unc, you too old, man. You can come to the cookout sometimes, man. You can come to the barbecue, cut up and act a fool. But you got to go home at 6:30, 7 o'clock. You ain't supposed to be out here with the fellas still playing spades and smoking weed at 11:30. You know what I'm saying? You Unc, we got to make sure you go home and get tucked in, man. You still thinking you got it, man. You got to stay at the crib, bro. You can't be out with us. You know what I'm saying?
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
That'll keep you out of a lot of these problems, man. But what y'all think, man? Like, you know, I'm just having a ball, man. You know, we just doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? My birthday tomorrow. So, you know, I'm charged up, man. But y'all hit me in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Is Uncle Shannon finished? Y'all heard what Ryan Clark had to say. I told y'all what Stephen A had to say. My personal opinion, it's a wrap. He's gonna have to bounce back. It's gonna take a couple years for him to bounce back. Him and Ocho Cinco, they're gonna have to turn up every night. Now they still got the star power and they still got this or that, but they're gonna take a hit. Some of them sponsors gonna walk away. That's the game. When you get in this game, you gotta be as squeaky clean as possible, man. Because once you take a hit, it can cost you, man. We live in a society now where they'll cancel you quick. You know, back in the day, you used to get in some trouble and they forget about it. They don't forget no more because it's right in their face. You know, it used to just be in the newspaper. They could control what we heard. Now everybody got a phone. Everybody got social media. So you just got to be on your P's and Q's every time you step outside the door. You dig? But y'all keep it locked, man. It's your boy Swift Dollars, a.k.a. 16 Pad Killer, and this is Straight Shooter Podcast. All right, smash that like button up. And if you ain't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And I'll be back at y'all tomorrow, man. Like I said, we're counting down to the 30th for that big 4-4. You know what I'm saying? I'll let your boy. 1.